Hello, everyone. Welcome to our stream for OKcontract interaction series. So in this stream, we are going to be diving into Euler Finance and Avalanche. However, we will wait for some people to come in, and I will share the stream link, and then we will get started. And I hope that you have watched our previous streams. They were quite great, and we learned a lot about OKcontract. And it's recommended that you just first watch those videos and then continue with this one. Okay, so okay. Okay, so today we will be diving into Euler Finance, and we will deposit our USDC, our stablecoin, into Euler Finance vaults and earn some yield on our stablecoins. And we are going to be doing that over Avalanche, over the Avalanche network. So we will be doing it on Avalanche mainnet. We will be doing it in the main network. So it's not testnet. So because like it's meant for users in the for the main network. So if you have some real USDC on a real network, on a main network, it's recommended that you can use those interactions to deposit your stable coins into Euler Finance. So firstly, let me share my screen. Okay, so as you can see, here is Euler Finance, and as you can see, we can lend, borrow, or swap without any limits. And yeah, okay, so let's see what it is. Let's launch the app. It's taking a bit of time. All right, sorry for my slow internet. Okay, so we are not going to be working on Ethereum, but Avalanche, because it's much cheaper to use. And yes, as you can see, for USDC, we can see that we have 9.44% APY yield for our USDC, and it's curated by RE7 Labs cluster. And as you can see, we have like several. Let me check. For example, let's use USDC. And as you can see here, the only operating vault is RE7 Labs. And in the others, we don't have any APY, so we will not be depositing our money into those. Okay, so as you can see, like, just go in here, just click. Let's view the vaults. Yes. Okay, so using our USDC deposit, we can actually borrow even like this AUSD or for example, wrapped ETH or Bitcoin, bridged Bitcoin, or AWAX token. You can borrow lots of things. Okay, so here, as you can see, we can actually deposit 1 USDC, right? Yeah, right. Okay, let's deposit 0.9, 0.1. So let's apply. Okay, now we are sending a message for the token approval. So here, like, we are actually not sending the approved transaction, but we are actually signing a message in order to spend the USDC, right? So as you can see, we can see the details of the signed data type here. We are signing for the spending of 0.1 USDC. Let's sign this transaction. So let's sign this message, and then we are going to be actually sending a batch transaction here. Okay. Actually, I would like to see the call data because if you want to create an interaction for a transaction or for a protocol, you actually need to go in and check the call data, because in the call data we can see what kind of what kind of call data, what kind of parameters we need to put in to make it a proper interaction, right? Okay. So as you can see, this target contract, as you can see, let's duplicate this, and I will show you. This is the permit contract. So, so this permit contract actually allows you to permit the spending of a token without sending an approved transaction, because you will be sending two transactions, but now by this way you're just sending one transaction, which is the deposit transaction along with the permit function. Okay, yeah. Okay, so the first thing is our here is the permit transaction, and you can see the call data for it, and we will not be dealing with those, I mean, for now, because what we want to be dealing with is the deposit transaction, because on OKcontract we can just approve the spending, right? But we can actually do that on OKcontract with this permit transaction, because we can request the user to sign a message on OKcontract. So that's for later. So we can just focus on the second call, which is the Euler vault. Let's paste that address. So as you can see, it's EVK vault, EUSDC2. So it's like Euler vault kit. And you can see, as you can see here, on behalf of account, okay, this is my account, right? Here. And the value is 0, which is we are not sending any AVAX tokens here to the contract, so that's fine. And the data. So in the first 4 bytes of our call data, it's the function signature. It's like which function are we calling, right? So let's come in here. Oh, sorry, right as proxy. It's a proxy contract. Yeah. So as you can see, it's the deposit one. And in the deposit part, we are actually putting in the amount and the receiver, right? So that's it. That's this easy. You just need to know the basics of EVM, function signatures, multi-calls, and you're just ready to get started then, right? And as you can see, it's like the hexadecimal value of 0.1. And here's my address. Awesome. And my contract here, the vault contract is here. So let's come in here. Let's paste that contract. Let's see if it is whitelisted. And yes, it is whitelisted. And if it wasn't whitelisted, then I would just come here, click this button, and fill out a form and request the OKcontract team to whitelist the contract that you have filled out the form for. So here you can see the ABI. As you can see, here is the ABI, and this is particularly the function that we are interested in. So we are going to be clicking on customize interaction here. Yes. Okay, so we will just say deposit USDC into Euler vault RE7 labs, right? And here's the deposit method, but we cannot see it here. No problem. We will be seeing it in a minute. Okay, so let's see the ABI. So the first one is receiver. Let's define the receiver first. Receiver. So okay, so our receiver is ourself, right? Our own wallet, the connected wallet here. So I will just say self. And yes, great. And here, actually, we are not going to be sending any EUSDC. I mean, what does that mean, right? So I will just define the USDC token, and let's define its type, which is token chain. And let's choose the expression. And for the expression part, we're going to be searching tokens on Avalanche, which is USDC. Okay. Now, the thing that we should do is amount. Yeah. And for amount part, we just put type, which is number, and put the amount definition, which is USDC. Our amount definition is USDC because we want to choose the amount of USDC we want to deposit. That's why for the amount definition part, which is this amount definition, this slide bar, this component. So we just need to put USDC there. And let's choose the precondition part. Amount should be more than 0, must be more than 0 to run that transaction. And for the allowance part, for USDC, I put the amount of USDC that I want to approve for, right? Yeah. Okay. Okay, so receiver, here is our USDC. And here we are just have the type number and amount definition USDC. Okay. So I will not be able to create it, but no problem because we have this bug, but we know how to do it. Let's cancel that. So we just write import, and the ID should be new. And let's write that. Let's go to the widget. Yes, there you go. So here, as you can see, we have our interaction where we have the amount 0 USDC, and we have this weird name, and we can change that. Where is that? Okay, so it is the title elements. And for the title elements part, maybe we can say Euler deposits USDC or E7 labs, maybe. Okay, awesome. And for the button name, deposit is fine, right? Or we can just put supply, but deposit is fine. Sorry. Okay. Okay. So now we will add the intent. So this intent is for the AI agents to browse through the interactions, the large catalog of interactions, and it makes this interaction easy to be found by the AI agents. If the AI agent has the command from the user or makes a decision that it needs to deposit USDC, then it can just run through these types and deal with it. So actually, like when we think of AI agents, by doing it this way, it actually creates a safe environment and reliable environment for the AI agents to interact. Okay, I mean, this looks fine. However, you need to make it beautiful. By how? But firstly, okay, our supply value is 1.3, right? So how many USDC I have? Okay, maybe I can put 0.5. Firstly, I will approve. Let's test this functionality, and then we will make it more beautiful. Okay, the approved transaction went through, and we will deposit. As you can see the simulation results, and the transaction is successful. And you can see the transactions here, recent transactions. Okay, so let's reload the website, and as you can see, it was 1.3, and now it's 1.8. So we can see the change in their in the Euler Finance website as well. So awesome. However, it's not done. This is functional, yes, but we have to make it more beautiful. We can try to make it look like the Euler Finance website, right? So I will just use this extension, pick color from page. Maybe we can choose this color. Yeah. So this is 0.071. Background. Let's choose dark mode, and background. Okay. Yeah. 0.071. Yes. This is it. Yeah. And for the button part, maybe wait. Oh yes. Okay. We can use this. Okay. And it is oh sorry. Sorry. I made a mistake. Let's take it again. Okay. And bottom background is 2AE 5B8. 2AE 5B8. Yes. And the text color for the button, it should be white. Yes. Okay. As you can see, it looks more like the accent color. Okay. And for the accent color, maybe for this part. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, this looks more beautiful now. Yes, as you can see, so it's verified by me, however, it's not active. So this OK identifier. So in order to make it active, OKcontract team has to approve it for now. For now, this works like this. So, however, you can interact with the protocol, or other developers could come to OKcontract and use OKcontract Interactions Hub to create transactions for their front end and generate a front end for their protocol autonomously. As you can see, it's this easy. So it looks beautiful. So you can just copy and paste this code and embed it into your website using the React SDK, and then your interaction is ready to be used. Yes. Okay. So, I mean, this was all, and we have gone through interacting with Euler Finance vaults. We deposited our USDC, and we have seen the change in the front end. And we have made our interaction widgets more beautiful by taking the color codes from the Euler Finance website, and it looks like the Euler Finance website widgets. So thanks for tuning in, and I will hopefully see you with another interaction. And yeah, stay OKcontract built and take care. Bye.